I wouldn't have. We're having our grand opening tomorrow night on Hilton Head, South End, where the fresh market is and all that stuff. We have food truck, we have liquor, and come see us if you care. But it's a new venture. It's an optical that I'm not part of, but I work there as a hired gun. But it has very high-end frames. So if you want to spend a couple $1,000 on a pair of glasses, we can accommodate you. We can probably accommodate you for about $800 if you really want us to. But we do have very interesting stuff for those who care. But remember, it's the south end of the hill. We're not going to waste any more time. It's my great pleasure to bring forward a new member. And Greg Dyson, would you bring Ken Fulp up, please? This is going to be a little bit awkward, only in the fact that I'm going to read this thing that we always read, but we must remember Ken is a former member of this club. So it's a little bit redundant, but I think he deserves the same respect as a person coming in for the first time. So, here we go. Ken, you have been selected by the members of this club to hold active membership. The principles, responsibilities, and obligations of Rotary have been explained to you. I explained it to him. Yeah. And you have expressed your willingness to become a Rotarian. A Rotarian is someone who, in their business and professional life, endeavors to practice the principles of goodwill and service. The members of this club have invited you to join them because they believe you are already actuated by these motives. In electing you to membership, we are doing more than taking you into our fellowship. We are making you a trustee of the ideals of Rotary. Knowing you to be a Rotarian, the world will henceforth judge Rotary by your conduct. Membership in Rotary is an honor and a privilege, and every privilege has corresponding obligations. One of the special obligations of membership is regular attendance in our weekly meetings. It is the basic method of fulfilling the principle of fellowship, and also a way by which you can represent your vocation. Every member is expected to perform their share of community and club service, and the committees of the club will afford you opportunities to serve others. Lastly, and by no means least, it is our ideal of friendship. As you expect to receive, so give. May you be stimulated by the friendship you will find here, and may we in return know you are an added source of the strength of our club. At this time, will the members of Rotary please stand? It is our privilege and honor to induct you as a member of the Rotary Club of Beaufort. Fellow Rotarians, I present to you Rotarian Ken Fulp, and charge each of you not to fail in giving him your friendship. Don't leave. He walked in today and handed me this. Okay, inside is his father's Paul Harris medal. It also contains his father's past president pin, so you know where we're going to push you. This is the kind of guy Ken is. He wanted me to give it to Dick to recycle. I'm recycling it. You have to spend 2 minutes to tell us who you are as a person, not as a past Rotarian, as a present Rotarian, and not as a judge.
Okay, I hate for you all to have to suffer through another rendition of my biography, so I will modify it appropriately because I just spoke in the fall, and my bio was summarized by Robert. I was born and raised in Virginia, in Beaufort since 1990. I've been licensed to practice law for over 40 years, first in Virginia and here. I became a member of the Rotary Club Beaufort, I believe it was 1993. And thank you. And then in 2006 I discontinued, but it is a real privilege to be back in the club. I do currently serve as your probate judge. I've been on the probate bench in Beaufort County for, goodness, 20 years now. And I have been the elected probate judge. I was appointed by the governor in 2012 and then elected in 2014 and thankfully this past fall again. So I look forward to reacquainting myself with those that I know and to getting to know those I don't, and to actively participating in the club, and I look forward to our association. Thank you very much.
Bernie, real quick.
Okay, the Rotary Oyster Roast was a great success. We had tremendous sign up, about 215, and actually about 188 showed up. I want to once again thank everybody, but I do want to thank those who worked it. Okay, give me a moment. We had Jeff Johnson, Alan Ray, Michael Kaiserling, who was in charge of hydrating us, Howard Heckroth, and David Yeomans. Then we had Jim Weisskopf, Mary Severance, Charles Tumlin, and then Howard Heckroth, Rob Burgeon, Mandy Burgeon, Rachel Simpkins, and Jay Taylor, Dan Lynch, Claude Jenkins, John Myrick. John was in charge of the firewood crew, Jay Taylor, the beverage crew. We're going to try to solve this issue of too much foam in the beer next year. So, in any event, thank you all, and mark down the fourth Friday night in January next year.
Thank you, Bernie. Great. I don't ever want to be accused of speaking for Johnny Harvey, but I'm going to speak for Johnny Harvey. Crab race coming up. You need to give donations. You need to sell crabs.
That's farmer market.
And you need to sign up with Linda for the farmer's market.
I'll take the credit card anytime you need it.
Thank you for that introduction. I'm Hager, supposedly I'm the new webmaster. I take that very seriously, but I am going to be the webmaster. But I can promise you, you have to be very patient with me here because I am brand new. I just bought a brand new computer, which supposedly is going to help me be the webmaster. But please, I ask for your patience to help, but I'm going to go through just hit some of the highlights of the website. I want to see this succeed, I really do. I think it's a very nice tool to be able to go into, to get the directory, to see who's, or to get in touch with somebody that gives our phone numbers, and gives you a lot of information about the speakers, etc. So with that, I'm just going to go through a few of these items. I supposedly have 5 minutes. I'll probably take 3 minutes. So with anybody that would like to help with the webmaster, please raise a hand. I was railroaded into this. I didn't get into it, but I'm enjoying it, and I want to see it succeed. Thank you. And let's see if it'll work.
It's on.
We do have that. Can y'all see this? The website itself. You know how to get into the website? It's Rotary. All you have to do is type www.Rotary of Beaufort Club, and you will get into the website as we are here. And if you go into the top of this, right?
How's that refrigerator?
See, that's where. Recognize that? Go by that. Okay. Sorry, I started doing some weird. Anyway, if you get right. I spent 2 hours on the phone with HB this morning to prevent this from happening. So I'm just going to have to say, no, we can't do anything. You have to give you a rain check, and we'll do it when we get this dead computer working. He's going to be a source of help for everybody. And if you have a particular question, like how to get somewhere, he can answer that question after the meeting. Okay, Nick.
How many of you were cold last night or this morning? Nobody. Okay, especially compared to fellow countrymen up north of here. When I was in the Air Force, my first duty station, and I grew up an hour west of here, my first duty station was in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. And I had to report for duty on the 15th of December. And there was a fence in the front yard of the house where we lived, but I didn't know it because it was buried. But today our program is about energy, Dominion Energy, a name that many of us have heard about, but are going to know a lot more about in the future. We've all been accustomed to having South Carolina electric and gas. There's no more. It's been replaced by Dominion Energy. Our speaker today comes from Richmond, Virginia. He is External Affairs Manager for Dominion Energy. And he says he's traveled a lot of back roads in South Carolina in the past year in this transition. He has been chairman of the Leadership Metro in Richmond. He's chaired the Virginia Capital Trail Foundation, and he was vice chair of the Richmond Dominion Energy Christmas Parade in Richmond. So he's been involved over 30 years in the energy business in a variety of ways, and I'll let him tell you the rest, but please welcome Charlie Donato.
Thank you, Dick. Thank you, Mr. President. And thank you all for having me in here this afternoon. My name is Charlie Donato. I am from Richmond, Virginia, and I have been with Dominion Energy for over 30 years. I have spent the last year traveling South Carolina to pitch a merger on behalf of Dominion Energy with SCANA. And I have fully accused South Carolinians of setting traps for those of us who are not here. Beaufort being beaufort. It's not Greenville, it's Greenville. It's not Ridgeland, it's Ridgeland. I'm learning, and I can be taught. So thank you for setting those traps, and I'm beginning to learn how to run them as best I can. I think we should just turn this presentation on its head, frankly. I'm sure many of you have questions. We have been in the news a lot with Dominion Energy for good reason. It's a very, very serious thing when we come in and ask to take over or to merge with a over 100-year company that has generally served South Carolina quite well. Sans a nuclear, the word debacle has come to mind. It is the largest nuclear construction failure in the history of the United States, likely the world. And my company is so pleased to have the opportunity to come here and merge with SCANA, SCE&G, and put it behind us as best we can. We look forward at Dominion Energy. We are a much larger company, no brag, just fact. We come here fully sincere, and my management, they won't like it when I say this. I was director of digital communications for Dominion Energy for many years, and I likened our company to insurance companies in that you really don't want to hear from us, and we stay behind the scenes until you really need us, and then we come to the fore, a good insurance company. I feel like an energy company is like that. You really don't want to see us, hear from us a whole lot until you really need us. So my current management says the best thing is when you don't hear from us now. We keep the lights on, we keep the gas flowing, we keep the rates reasonable, and we move forward with a good relationship, and we support the communities that we are fortunate to serve. So really the messages I bring you today are those of certainty. We wanted to provide certainty to South Carolina in that we are a good provider of utility. We know what we're doing. We're operators. We have operated for 110 years. We're in 19 states. We're very familiar with both electric and natural gas, all four phases: electric transmission, electric distribution, gas transmission, and gas distribution. If you look at our history, if you look at us on the web, I can lecture on that for a long time. I didn't bring up PowerPoint for a number of reasons. One, I prefer that this be a conversation with you all, that you all can turn over your questions to me. I'll answer them to the best that I can, but you've read it. I mean, I'm sure you're a very astute group. I can tell you read the papers, you're connected to the community, you're connected to the news, you know what's happened. And, you know, I can provide clarity and context around a lot of those things, but at the end of the day, Dominion Energy is extremely fortunate to be your utility provider, and we hope and plan to be here for a long time doing exactly that. Some of the highlights that I would like to do, just a few bullet points. SCANA, SCE&G, we've increased community giving by $1 million for the next 5 years on top of what they already gave, which they were quite charitable. So you will see that Dominion Energy has stepped up in that area. If you go to our website, which is dominionenergy.com, and look at our foundation, you will see opportunities there to apply for grants. These gentlemen will also have my contact information. I can connect you with the philanthropic arm of the group here in South Carolina if you do have philanthropic endeavors that you're involved in and want to try to get money for those through Dominion. Second, as a Dominion employee, I am on the expectation of my company is for me to be involved, as my vitae says there. I'm on the Capital Trail Foundation board. I'm on the board of the local community college. I'm on the food bank board. Those are the things that they expect from me. But more importantly, from a money standpoint, if I give $500 to any of those organizations, Dominion will match it 100%. And if I'm on the board, they'll double it. So my $500 donation becomes $1,500. And they do it up to $5,000 per employee. So if you have SCANA or SCE&G employees involved in your nonprofits, hit them up. Hit them up for money and hit them up for the matching gifts program. Let's see, what other exciting thing you need to know about Dominion Energy that applies here? We are very, very driven to low, steady rates. It is a drumbeat that I have carried for many, many years with the company, and I've been in economic development in Virginia for 25 years. My role is to chase businesses all over the planet and all over the nation to try to bring them and capture them for Virginia. The expectation is for me to bring that skill set down here to South Carolina Electric and Gas, the former SCANA Corporation, compare notes and see how we can continue South Carolina's strong performance in economic development here. So with that said, low steady rates are a big part of it. What we bring to you today is, you saw the ads, and I would appreciate y'all's help with this. You've seen our ads, I'm sure, that say $1,000 back. That was some time ago, a year ago, for customers who paid, got 1,000 kilowatt hour usage on the electric side. The General Assembly and the the legislature and the General Assembly, PSC, had the opportunity to move that $1.3 billion pot of money that would have been given back into any form that they wanted. At the end of the day, they chose to do it at lower rates. So everybody gets a 15% rate reduction, which actually started back in August under a legislative decree that continues going forward. And we can't go to the Public Service Commission for another 2 years for any rate relief or any rate discussions. None of that is proscribed either. We have no idea what we'll do then, but I can guarantee you that Dominion Energy's goal is low, steady, reliable rates. And that should help solidify our relationship here in South Carolina.